Ryan, BoxSportsScout.com, here with Rutgers safety Tejay Johnson. Tejay, we'll get right to it. What did you learn in the bye week as far as this team being better against the pass?
Realistically, the whole defense has to do their job. There were certain plays against Louisville where we gave up plays. Our defensive line did a great job, and then we bailed Louisville out. And then there were times where we did a great job, and then the defensive line bailed them out by, not keeping containment, and then Teddy runs on the field for 30 yards. So.
I was going to say, when you're looking at stuff like that, I was talking to a couple other guys, and they said it's nothing scheme-wise, it's just technique. How much of that, though, is... I mean, there's a lot of guys in the secondary that haven't played a lot of college football. It is not like high school where you just run around and see a coverage. There's a lot of other stuff going on. How difficult is it to learn on the fly like this?
It's very difficult. The defense that we run is not easy. It's not easy at all. It's a mix-up of the Steelers blitz package with a zone offense, like a cover 6 offense that was ran by Shiano when we first got here, when it was first invented by Shiano and Coach Frazier. So it's a handful when you first get here. So these true freshmen that's taking it on, and they're doing a good job at it, compared to what really should be going on. They're actually doing a hell of a job with it. And I just want them to continue to work. What Louisville did, they gave the corners a lot of fits because they did a lot of mesh routes and stuff like that. So when they're in man, they were running across the field. And then when they were in zone, something's leaving the field, they would get definite, something's coming right back. So they play little mind games with the corners. With this offense, this is more like the running gun, just like we just played against SMU. They want to throw the ball a whole lot. They're a good team. Their quarterback's a scrambling quarterback. He likes to get outside the pocket, and he's very accurate when he does. We have to keep containment, and we have to play the defense that we played for 3 quarters at SMU. Big thing is we cannot give up big plays. When we don't give up big plays, we're in every game, and majority of the time we're beating our opponent. And there's a visually, you can really see that the game is distance. So we really got to come out there and just do our job. Technique-wise, as a safety, we can't let anything get behind us. And as corners, they can't let anything get behind them. Play top to bottom how we play. And we just got to tackle better and do our job.
When I look at things like this, a huge thing is footwork. So you're not getting your feet tangled up, so your hips are facing the right way. It sounds easy when you put it in those terms, but it's not, because the receiver's trying to make you think they're going the other way.
Exactly.
Even for a guy like you who's a veteran, Lorenzo Waters, you're still playing a lot of football for the first. I mean, you haven't played this much in college. Yeah. How much is it? How difficult is it even for you to learn on the fly like this?
It's big. It's very hard. First off, in the situation, I could say we played Louisville. I actually tripped and fell last game. There was a certain play where I was supposed to have long drop help, and my long dropper was a little bit late. So now the slot receiver has a 2-way go. So if he goes to the post, I'm stressed because usually I'm playing inside to out. And then when he goes to the post, I have to get over top of the post, and he came right back to the 7. And I just lost my footing. Before he even came out to the 7, I already lost my footing. So that right there, you have to depend on other people to do their job as far as you to do your job. But you have to believe, regardless, even if they're not in position, just like you have to believe that they're going to be able to do their part so that you can do your part. That's just something small of the footwork that you were talking about. Coming here and then getting right back out and trying to turn, and then, he's going this way. So it's that easy for you to really just, and that be it. It's a touchdown.
And I think a lot of people, what they don't realize is in high school, all you guys could make plays all over the field. And if you freelanced a little, it was cool. Mm-hmm. You freelance a little in college, you're in trouble. So the trust thing, it's huge. It doesn't sound like it should be, but it's huge to develop that because you've grown up your whole life from Pop Warner on being the man.
Exactly.
How's that coming along then as far as just because it's one thing to say, yeah, I trust it, but you got to see it in the game.
Realistically, everybody that plays Division I Division I football is probably the star of the football team. More than likely, or one of the stars in the football. They had a big part. So when that comes to it, in high school, when you play Pop Warner, your coaches tell you to freelance. Sometimes you have to make up for those players that aren't as good. Sometimes in high school, you don't get 11 great football players on the field. Here you will. Louisville you will. SMU you will. Houston you will. Everybody's good. There is no freelancing. That's why we have to trust and believe. What we go about is belief. Something that's not seen yet. Something that you don't know that's going on right now, but you have to believe that it's going to happen. and you have to do your 111 because the guys next to you are going to do their 10-11. Like, you have to believe that everybody else is going to do their job. And that's something hard because you want to be a star. You want to be the superstar that, you know, if you're playing, like I was saying, the 7 usually have a hitch. If that corner is playing that hitch and he's dropping back, he sees the 7th thrown, he thinks he sees it thrown. No, he doesn't throw it. Now he's throwing it to your man. Now you didn't do your job because you were trying to help somebody else. So that's really what it comes down to. Everybody just has to do their 111 and do their job.
TJ, as always, thank you. And we will look, when your football career is over, I look forward to seeing you on TV.
Thank you.